Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute banging game. I don't even know where to start, ladies and gents, because there's so many up and downs. But that penalty was not a penalty, and I'm telling you that straight off the bat. I don't even care what you say. It's like a feather touched him and he just tripped over and instantly a penalty without even a VAR. Are you serious? Without even a VAR checking it and making sure it was an actual valid foul? That's absolutely crazy. Also, that yellow card on Lucas Vazquez in the last few minutes, just to put the icing on the cake, is absolutely ridiculous. What did he do? He got punched in the face from the defender, just hitting him in the face. Now we don't even have him for the next game, which is unfortunate, because then it means either Asensio and Tchouaméni will both remain where they played today, or Valverde will be forced to play on the right back position, which is very not nice. I don't even know where to start. Again, another injury. Mbappe with another injury. What's this? I don't even understand. Jude Bellingham should have been subbed off in the 75th minute, maybe even earlier. He seemed very tired. Obviously, he got a man of the match with an 8.5 rating, a goal to his name as well. What a goal. That was an absolutely spectacular goal. I cannot even say anything about it. The way the ball just dropped in front of him, controlled it nice and calm, did a bit of madness, like fake Messi fades, you could say, maybe, possibly, and then just an easy, simple, casual finish in the bottom left corner, as you'd like it. Of course, to cancel out that penalty, Vinicius Jr. got that lucky bounce back to him, which gave us that second goal to put us in the lead 2-1. And of course, Mbappe was an absolutely... That touch was so perfect, and the finish was just amazing. That was like the best goal I think he scored so far. Other than that Atalanta goal he scored in the UEFA Super Cup. Also, I want to mention that he was the first one to open the scoring last time around, and he was the first one to score this time. So Mbappe today has played beautifully. I want to say that in the last few moments before he left, I felt that he wasn't visible that much, because maybe he has a problem with his foot. I don't know, and I hope that injury is not a big deal, because Mbappe today just showed his old self. Like, we were all so excited. I hope he's not severely injured. He was able to walk. Didn't seem like he was in pain. Maybe it's a minor sprain. Maybe in a few days he'll be fine. Hopefully nothing too bad. Of course, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo came back from injury, played their first game back today. They weren't that great, not gonna lie. Obviously, Vinicius Jr. got a goal, which put us in the lead 2-1 up. But Vinicius Jr., he wasn't his old self. He wasn't using that speed that he has. As well as Rodrigo wasn't creating that much shots, dangerous shots out there. So it wasn't that great for either of them. Of course, Atalanta targeted our right back, Lucas Vazquez, like every other team is tactically doing, which is really putting the pressure on us, because that second goal by Atalanta was an absolute banger. Like, you can't say much. Lucas Vazquez was the one who was defending. It just didn't work. It just went through his leg. Courtois, of course, was super close, but also couldn't reach it. Not to mention, Courtois today saved us from so many goals that could have been scored on. So many goals. Courtois today played like an absolute brick wall. Obviously, he conceded 2 goals. First penalty was not supposed to go in. Second goal, that was hands up for a goal by Atalanta. Of course, the game was very even, as you can see by the score line. There was 56 possession to Atalanta. They pretty much held on to the ball quite a lot. We struggled to recover the ball at times, it took us way too long to recover the ball, and even then, because of Atalanta's high pressure on us, it was very hard to move around or do much with it, except for attempting to throw in some long balls to Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, even Jude Bellingham. So yeah, it was a very tight game, very dangerous game. Literally right now, in the last 30 seconds, they could have equalized the game, but that cross was too hard and he had it over our goal, which we got very lucky, or else it would have been a 3-3 game. Lots of shots by Atalanta, 20 shots versus our 10 shots. They've definitely created more shots, more on target, 96. There's a lot of stats here, but the one thing I want to mention is that we have moved up in the table. As you can see, we are officially 16th place. Of course, there is still City who needs to play. There's still AC Milan, Atletico, as you can see on the screen, Benfica. So there's a lot of games. This is the issue with this new formatting, is that you have to wait until all the games have been played until you know where you can be. But I think after tomorrow's games, I believe we're gonna drop down to maybe 20th, maybe 23rd, like between 20 and 23. I don't think we're gonna be 24th anymore, so that gives us like 1% of relief, but nowhere enough for us to start playing casually and be too overconfident. Because for the next two games, we're gonna have to play like we did today. Of course, in the first half, we played much better than in the second half, regardless of the 2 goals. It's crazy. The game was absolutely mad. Again, Mbappe, if he was still on, I think we could have scored quite a few more. Vinicius Jr. surprised me a lot. Because, of course, it was 2 strikers. It was Mbappe and it was Vinicius Jr. And Vinicius also sometimes dropped back into that center mid position, playing from the center back. He was literally passing the ball between himself and the center back, controlling the middle himself. For a left winger who's essentially the best player in the world, playing in that left wing position, I was not expecting Vinicius Jr. to really control the ball well in the midfield area and giving some nice passes here and there. Of course, our passes needed to be more accurate. We didn't do well with our pass accuracy when it came to the decisive runs made by our forwards, including Jude Bellingham. We've had some potential passes between Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. that could have led to probable goals, but they just didn't execute the pass well enough. Sometimes it was too short, sometimes it was too wide, sometimes it just simply didn't get there. So there is a lot to work on. Of course, this is far off than our best play ever. Of course, there's still a lot of room for improvement, and that right back position has been a huge weakness. I don't want to say it because I actually like Lucas Vazquez, but he's being targeted by every single team we play against. Like the ball barely goes to that left back position. Fran Garcia has covered it very well. Today, Fran Garcia has played very well, defended like an absolute boss. There wasn't anything he could have done individually to avoid the goals that were scored. Of course, the penalty shouldn't have happened, but he couldn't do anything for the second goal. Rudiger, ladies and gentlemen, I nearly forgot, but the whole game watching Rudiger was hilarious, fighting with that striker. Come on, you guys should agree. That's absolutely crazy. Rudiger was like freaking from the first few minutes having he learned, he started pushing around and he was doing that. Dude, Rudiger's, he's crazy, but I love that from him because he's defending the Real Madrid badge. He's fighting for the team and he's really putting a huge effort. Those 2 shots that he slide tackled and blocked it, essentially making it much easier for Courtois to save, were such big blocks from Rudiger. Otherwise, they could have been very dangerous. Maybe they could have been scored. I'm telling you, if it wasn't mainly for Courtois, but if it wasn't for both Courtois, Rudiger, and sometimes Tchouaméni, brother, so many goals we could have conceded so many goals. Also, Tchouaméni needs to work on himself in covering the box basically when there's crosses, because that's one of the chances that Rudiger was forced to block. Tchouaméni is still getting used to playing in that centre back position. Of course, he's been playing very well considering he's not a centre back. Obviously, you could kind of see by the way he's playing, he goes very central and tries to control that CDM position and pass it along the lines and try and make moves. Of course, our game today was a lot of long balls. We saw that from our defenders. We saw that a lot from Thibaut Courtois, throwing in long balls as much as possible. Usually it wasn't because he was forced, but sometimes when he saw an opportunity, he tried it and he took it, which is fair plays. We have fast players. We could do very well with those. Of course, there's still 2 more games left, and January is going to be a hectic month for us with a lot of things going, ladies and gents. We have a few different competitions to play in. So for our next game, of course, we have the La Liga game against Rayo Vallecano. Then we have the FIFA Club World Cup final that we will hopefully try and win without any issues. Of course, that's 2 different competitions already. And then 3 games later, we have our King's Cup, or the Copa del Rey, and then we have the Spanish Super Cup after that. And then the same month, we also have the UEFA Super. So we're playing in 4 different competitions within 9 games. Ladies and gentlemen, let me repeat that one more time. We are playing in 4 different competitions in 9 games. 4 different competitions in 9 games. Oops. Can you even fathom the amount of pressure that's on Real Madrid, especially since we're averaging an injury per game, which is absolutely crazy. But today's game has been absolutely wonderful to watch. As you can see, all the ratings over there of each and every player from today's game. I wouldn't have given Vinicius Jr. an 8.5. Of course, he got a higher rating just because he scored a goal, but overall, considering his past and what he's capable of doing, he could have played much, much better. Fede Valverde, shake game. He just needs to hopefully get over that mistake he did against Athletic Club. Otherwise, I am very proud of the team. We got those 3 important goals. Obviously, in this Champions League system, it is important to get the goal difference as well, which kind of really lost. We could have had a 2 goal difference. Now we only have 1. And you might not think that's anything, but in this new system, in this new group stage competition of the Champions League, it is very essential to get the points and to also get the goal difference. The goal difference is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. As you can see, our sub goal for this channel is 1K. Hopefully we can do that sometime soon. Make sure to also donate if you'd like to help me in any way. I try to work on this channel quite a lot, bring out some essential information. Also, you make sure to follow my Instagram right here, right there, you see. Yep. Alright, anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.